But okay, so we're gonna be taking questions from the audience. If anyone has a question, please ask them or write them on the chat. Hime, you have a question?
I, sorry, I was the first. Yes, I have a question. So I'm one of those uh, those people maybe who love music, but I'm so bad at it. And I find it really interesting when people come from a family background, a musical family background. So maybe I would like to ask you, I know Romy, you mentioned, and Miss Paula too, but what about Javier and what about Edgardo? Do you come from a musical family background? Who wants to start? I don't know.
I can start.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't personally. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. My mom sings. She really loves singing. You can listen to her all day singing. And when I was tiny, it was our form of bond because she would work all day and she wouldn't come back home until like 8, 9 p.m. And I was a baby, like 6, 7. So I will be falling asleep, and she will go to say good night, and she will sing to me Violeta Parra, actually. Casamiento de Negro y una de Víctor Jara, que no me acuerdo. But those two were my two lullabies when I was tiny. I have strong memories of that. But no, I'm the only musical one. There's no guitar players or anything. Mm-mm.
I love your mom's choice. Casamiento de Negros.
I
It's
love
so
that song.
What a
funny.
song.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
deep.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
So
funny.
good.
Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing your memories with us. And what about Edgardo? Do you come from a musical family background?
Yes, I do. My parents used to take me to the I don't know how to say this in English, to the peñas, you know.
Oh,
I don't know if you know the word in English. Does it exist? The word peña?
I don't think so.
Well,
Of music.
th-
From the
when I was 3, 4 years old, they took me there because my dad plays the guitar and my mom sings awesome. So yeah, I've been connected to music since I can remember. So yeah, my passion and love for music comes from my parents, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I feel that I didn't have a musical parent and I didn't have any musical teacher. So maybe I could be that teacher for my students one day. Maybe.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Of course.
everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else want to ask any questions?
I'd
Who's
like to ask Edgardo a
yeah.
question because I know, well, he mentioned before, and I know that he used to be I mean, he's the teacher of English, but he quit. And what about that decision, Edgardo? And was it difficult for you to make the decision? And what about
No.
your family? Did they support you? And because I mean, beginning with in this music business is not an easy thing, right?
Yeah,
Thinking
no, it's
about
not easy.
money and thinking about the opportunities, and how can you do it? Where did you get the support from? I'm not talking about the economical support. I'm talking about the psychological support. Did your family support you? Well, for those who don't know, Edgardo Carabantes is Edgardo Carabantes Jr. And because we all know that his father is a teacher of our program.
Uh-huh.
And that is my question, Edgardo. Where did you get the support from?
Yeah. Well, thanks God, my parents have always been very supportive with me in anything I've ever done. So when I decided to quit teaching, uh, they I think that they were happy about me. They were not worried or or angry or anything like that. Not at all. Besides, I was old enough to take my own decisions. And when I quit, I opened the record store where Catalina used to go and spend her money.
That's right. I didn't have much, but whatever.
And well, I had that record store for almost 5 years, and I'm glad now that I closed it. Because imagine, with all that has been going on in the world, with the riots last year, and now with this pandemic and everything, if I had been working there now, I would have been economically destroyed. I would have been economically destroyed. So everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So, well, right now I'm working at a school, but I'm not teaching English. I'm just doing some, stuff with a website and things like that. But I've been trying to make my way through music now. I'm producing some stuff. Right now I'm mixing and mastering an album for a Peruvian Brazilian band. I say Peruvian Brazilian because the band is from Peru and the singer is from Brazil. And they are called the Reveling Project, and they are also I forgot the word in English. But they signed with the same label as we did. So they are how do you say launch?
Release, maybe
Release.
release,
You can say release an album.
release,
Yeah.
right?
They're going to release an album in March next year. So I'm doing that job, mixing and mastering the album. And I'm also writing songs for my fiancée, Gigolette. She doesn't speak a word of English, so it's been very hard to do it. It's been very hard because I have to write the way she has to pronounce it. So she has to learn it by heart.
Okay.
It's very hard, but we have managed to do amazing stuff. She has an amazing voice. I don't know if you remember that singer Sandra from the 80s who sang Maria Magdalena. Do you remember her? I never beat Maria Magdalena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
Well,
that. Yeah.
she
Yeah,
my
yeah.
my fiance has a very similar voice, a very similar voice. So this year, when I was hearing her singing, I told her, "What? Why don't we do a project? With our own songs. I write the songs and you record." And she was very happy about it.
I bet.
And we wrote the first song, which is called Shine. Uh, 2 weeks ago, and this is something I haven't published, so you're going to know it from firsthand. We signed a deal with a small label in England called Red Manor Records or something like that, and that song is going to be in a LP, together with other independent artists. So we are very, very, very happy, and yeah, so we're doing that.
Great things happening.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
congrats.
Thank you.
Okay,